Hello YouTubes, welcome to Scott Rods. This is Test It Tuesday. On today's video, air tool swivel connectors and why you need them. So I bought these swivel connectors to rectify this obvious design error, but I realised once I got these that there's other tools that can benefit from having a swivel join. So let me show you. We don't always have the luxury of access and space when we're working on cars and parts. And that's where these little guys come in handy. For example, let's pretend I want to sand this edge of the table, okay? And I generally like the work to be right in front of me. As you can see, this is going to stick way out. What's that? 1.5 feet. So I have to be that far away if I'm doing it that way. Otherwise I'd need to do it way over there, and I kind of like to be on top of my work. If the swivel was on here and it could point down or up or sideways, then I only need that much space. So that's one example. Same goes for my hole punch. If I'm directly over the work, to make sure it's centered, I've got all this space. I'd need to be way back here. If it was pointing down, left, right, again, I don't have that problem. This little tool is actually not too bad because it already points down. So I'm quite happy with that, but there's no harm in putting a swivel on it because sometimes I might want to be grinding that way. And again, I've got the same problem. I'd like the option to point this wherever I want. But quite an important one is the orbital sander or polisher. Generally, you're putting pressure down on your work, and if your hose is attached there, you do run the risk of, if you overreach a little bit in that direction, your hose is going to be scraping your nice polished surface. And you know, these hoses, these see a lot of action, whether that be little bits of metal or whatever. You're going to be potentially damaging your work. So ideally, I think I would like the connector to point up, plugs in there, and I can put this over my shoulder. And then I can polish at my heart's content without damaging my bodywork. So, let's get all these connectors changed over to my new swivelly ones and make sure they don't leak, and they do in fact do the job they are supposed to do. Give me a sec. New connectors are on and looking lovely. And of course I forgot to put one on the tool that I specifically bought the couplers for. What a muppet. I guess I need to buy another pack. I do have another 3 tools that I could use them for anyway. Right, let's see if they hold air. I'm getting my air hose. Oh, they're a wee bit trickier to put on because they wobble about. That's going to take a bit of getting used to. Don't hear anything. And it works. You see what I mean though? Instead of it pointing into my stomach, I can tilt it that way. Or up the way. Perfect. Just make sure the other ones are sealed. Oh, so much better. Got a speed controller. And my orbital whatchamahumfit. Whoa! That was dangerous. So, as I was saying, I would probably have this over my shoulder. Me likey. I'm still gutted I forgot to put one on this. Anyway, I'm sure they work great. So as you can see, they are a tiny bit bulkier than just having this on there. But for the ease of use and accessibility with all your tools and your work, well worth it. Not a mind-blowing review, but I figured I would test these ones out. Description, link below if you want to buy a set. I'll certainly be buying another set. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow for Wanko Wednesday if you're here. Take care. Bye.